The third stage, which is 6 to 12 years, this is a stage where children relate more a lot with their peers. So at this point, the need is to be able to be conversant with what other peers are doing. They enjoy play with their peers and time with their peers. So what a parent can do at this point is allow peer-to-peer relationships. I've had most parents saying that don't bring your friends here in the house. You as a parent to bring your friends. Now at that point, you're letting the child know that it is not okay for you to make friendships, but it is okay for me as a parent to make friendships. Double standard there, you create confusion for the children. So what a parent needs to do is allow peer-to-peer relationships, whether they are playing out there or they come to the room. Of course, if the dynamics of visiting in the house, then there needs to be a responsible adult. Either way, relationships between peers need to be built at 6 to 12 years. Also, this is a stage where they fully develop the skills, where now they learn their actual skills and perfect them. If it is making the bed, they make it and perfect. If it is self-care skills, then you can expect them to bathe by themselves, to feed themselves, to brush fully, even without supervision, because you have started and you have trained them fully. Now, because of the early maturation, we are beginning to experience preteen tendencies, them becoming more alert to their sexuality between 6 to 12 years. So also as a parent, watch out for that. They become more careful about their body image, their looks. That is closer to 12 years, of course. The thing that a parent does not need to do at this stage is to shame the child's body or their look, because by that, they develop a lot of sexual shame around how they look. As they enter 12 to 18 years, their sexual beings become alive. They get attracted to the opposite gender. I see a lot of children making issues with, children writing letters to each other, or children having crushes. This needs to be encouraged, and this talk needs to be heard without shame, so that the parent is saying, you know what, when I was your age, I was also loving some boy or loving some girl. So with this encouragement, children feel free to open up. This is also the age where they experience a lot of bodily changes, and therefore they are hyper-conscious or super-conscious or way too conscious about their looks. They are conscious about their bodies. They are conscious about how they are perceived. So the role of a parent at this point is to affirm them, is to validate them, is to make them feel enough. Also, because of forming their identity, they become slightly rebellious, or how society looks at it, they become rebellious. But this rebellion, I want to say, is a good thing in a sense, because the child begins to want to become very different from you, and that is okay. So what needs to be encouraged at this point is a lot of mental skills, where they are allowed to communicate effectively, and they are taught how to communicate effectively. When they throw tantrums or they have changes in moods, the parent needs to engage them and have a talk, so that they communicate what they are experiencing or feeling, as opposed for being shamed for feeling those feelings they are feeling. If they begin to form relationships with boys and girls, then it needs to be normalized that wanting to hang out with some boys is okay and some girls, but also normalized within limits. So they are taught what is healthy sexuality and what is not healthy. So that now when they are feeling attracted, it is normalized, it is normal, it's okay. But then what do you do with this attraction? They need to be taught how to move through it, so that they remain to value themselves, their bodies and their sexuality, as opposed to moving with emotions as they come. So the work of the parent here is to train, is to encourage, is to normalize, and it is also to share their experiences, so that they become more adjusted in the world. If a child is getting a lot of shaming around this time, actually this is one of the reasons that adolescents and pre-adolescents develop depression, because they begin to feel like they are terrible human beings, there's something wrong with them, that they are not required by the world, but other people are better than themselves. And these are some of the things that a parent can participate in helping the child understand that those are normal developmental issues and everyone faces them. And when they face them, this is what you can do to be able to move past that. When you realize that a loved one, yourself, or even someone close by is suffering, there is no shame in seeking help. Actually, seeking help is a sign of strength and not weakness. So there's help available, there's treatment available, and someone can get better. There is no shame in seeking help. If you need help or you know someone who does, leave a comment below and we will get back to you.